Marvel's Secret Invasion is coming, and it's coming fast. And with the potential to greatly affect the MCU, we need to talk about it. What is this Secret Invasion? How will it affect Marvel's cinematic universe? And what exactly can we expect from the show? You'll want to stick around till the end to find out how one of the comic book's biggest storylines could impact the MCU as we know it. First up, what is Secret Invasion? For those who don't know, Secret Invasion is a pretty big storyline in the Marvel comic books. A storyline in which we find out that Skrulls have taken over the Earth. But not only did the Skrulls invade Earth, somehow they also managed to kidnap and replace many Marvel heroes with Skrulls. And they can take on the form of literally anyone. Pretty bold move, right? This decision comes after the Skrulls' home planet is destroyed by Galactus. However, there were way too many powerful people on Earth for their plan to succeed. So what better way to solve this problem than to kidnap those powerful people and take their places? It's a good thing these Skrulls can shapeshift, or else they wouldn't have been able to target these poor superheroes and steal their gigs. Would you believe that Marvel already hinted at an upcoming Secret Invasion in one of their movies? Of course you can. It's Marvel, and they love their Easter eggs. Heck, we love them too. In Spider-Man Far From Home, we glimpse these Skrulls and their shape-shifting abilities. Remember how Nick Fury and Maria Hill turned out to be Skrulls? Didn't see that coming, did you? So exactly how bad are these Skrulls? At least the Skrulls we saw in Far From Home didn't seem like evil aliens who wanted to take over the world, right? Maybe they were good guys, but we know from experience that looks can be deceiving. Outside of your normal shape-shifting Skrulls, others pose an even worse threat. They're called Super Skrulls and are genetically engineered to be Skrull super soldiers. These super soldiers were created to look like the heroes we know and love, and mimic any special powers and abilities that come with them. Scary, right? Obviously, these guys are more dangerous than the Nick Fury and Maria Hill wannabes we saw. Unfortunately, this is why none of our heroes see this invasion coming. By the time anyone realizes what's happened, it's too late. The heroes that are left are unprepared to go up against the Skrull army. And to make matters worse, the Skrull impersonation situation is so bad that no one can tell who's a Skrull and who isn't. It's not being able to tell your mom from your great-grandpa bad. While our heroes manage to keep the invasion at bay, lives are lost in the process. The impact on the Marvel universe is huge. I know, this is a lot to process, but keep watching because there's more. Up next, does anyone in the MCU know about the coming invasion? Yes, actually, and believe it or not, it's none other than your friendly neighborhood Fury, Nick Fury. It's no secret that Nick Fury will play an important part in Secret Invasion. In the comics, Fury actually sees the Secret Invasion coming and does his best to fend off their attacks by putting together a secret team of heroes. He does this while he's in hiding following the Secret War events. Sadly, they are still unable to stop the Skrull invasion. It appears that Nick Fury's storyline in the cinematic universe has been leading up to this for some time, considering he's been hiding out since he faked his death in Captain America: The Winter Soldier. While we have seen glimpses of him here and there, you definitely get the idea that Fury is working on something, especially with that end credit scene from Spider-Man Far From Home, where we see that he's been working with Skrulls in space, and it's assumed he's been working on SWORD, which is a cooler space version of S.H.I.E.L.D. So basically, this guy hasn't been wasting any time in the grave. Clearly, Marvel's Secret Invasion isn't so secret to one person, but Nick Fury's usually a step ahead of everyone else anyway. So how will this affect the MCU? We talked about the potential consequences of this Skrull invasion and how it could be as bad as mistaking your mom for your great-grandpa. But this invasion will most likely result in the loss of characters we know and love. In the comics, the Secret Invasion affects many storylines, including the comic that follows titled Dark Reign, in which Norman Osborn turns S.H.I.E.L.D. into Hammer after claiming to have repelled the Skrull armies. Hammer is basically just a militaristic version of S.H.I.E.L.D. So again, S.H.I.E.L.D. but cooler. Osborn also takes this opportunity to form the Dark Avengers, where the heroes are actually villains in disguise, used to take charge of the law in a more polite villain style. Because of the direction the MCU has chosen to go, many things will probably differ from the comics. For example, it is clear from Captain Marvel that Nick Fury has been working with the Skrulls since the 90s, and the movie did its best to convince us that Skrulls are good beings. How then will these kindly Skrulls suddenly become a dark force that takes over the world? What exactly will be impacted in the MCU if there isn't a Norman Osborn to carry out the Dark Reign storyline? It's obvious that the MCU won't be able to remain comic book accurate with this one, but it will be interesting to see what they do with it. Finally, what can we expect from the show? With the recent recent release of the Secret Invasion trailer, it looks like there's much to look forward to. And while the trailer isn't revealing too much about the plot, we do see that our guy, Nick Fury, is back in action, and he's taking on the role of the main character of the show. From that opening scene where we see Fury's silhouette, we know that some serious stuff is about to go down. Everything given to us in the short trailer is hints at something huge and life-changing that is to come. The trailer also gives away that we can expect familiar characters such as Maria Hill and James Rhodey Rhodes to be present throughout the show. In less than 2 minutes, we get a slight glimpse of the imminent threat to the Marvel Cinematic Universe. The only question is, will they play this threat out to be just as bad or even worse than Thanos? Or maybe it's on a smaller scale. There are so many questions we need answers to. But if you haven't seen it yet, go watch the trailer because I had literal chills after seeing it. And is it just me, or was that one heck of an exciting trailer? It's a good thing we won't have to wait long to see it. Secret Invasion is coming to a TV near you in the spring of 2023. Next, in other news, it appears that episode 4 of Marvel's She-Hulk series has dropped some interesting Easter eggs for us. Fans have been speculating for a while that the famous Ghost Rider Johnny Blaze would make an appearance in the series before She-Hulk even aired. Could episode 4's Donnie Blaze be our new Ghost Rider? And what about the Khonshu necklace Donnie was wearing? We're acquainted with Khonshu from his appearance in Moon Knight. Are the writers implying some kind of connection here? There's more where that came from, but you'll have to check out the show to see for yourself. And what is this about a leaked Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania t-shirt design? Obviously, if it was leaked, we weren't meant to see it. But fans are talking about it because it gives us a picture of what MODOK will actually look like in the movie. It's not exactly a spoiler that the character will be in the third installment of the Ant-Man series, considering Marvel did announce that MODOK would be a villain in addition to Kang the Conqueror. But again, if it leaked, then we weren't supposed to see it yet. You've got to love leaks, right? Speaking of leaks, one we haven't gotten yet is who's wearing the Black Panther costume in the trailer for Black Panther: Wakanda Forever. It's clear from the trailer that the MCU may be replacing Chadwick Boseman, may he rest in peace, as the Black Panther. So who are the possible contenders? T'Challa's sister Shuri is first on the list. The second would be Nakia, who is the king's girlfriend, but there's a third possibility that might surprise you, and it's Killmonger. Some fans speculate that Killmonger will return to succeed King T'Challa in the next film. Some even say that, if you look closely, there are clues hidden within the first trailer that lean towards Killmonger's return, like the use of the line, "And when I wake up," from All Right by Kendrick Lamar. Think it was just a coincidence? What are your thoughts? Are you excited about Marvel's Secret Invasion or other projects? Do you like the direction the MCU seems to be going? Make sure you leave a comment below to let us know what you think. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe for more.